Ba-da-da-da. Hey, welcome to Somewhere Out There. It's a nerdy podcast with me, Dave Koco, from KocoSports.net, and James Legend from BRAWL USA, where we're talking nerdy stuff. But tonight, we're going to be focused. This is going to be the most focused Somewhere Out There ever, as we're going to do a WWE Backlash 2017 review. I don't know if we can be focused, though, but we'll try our best. James, what's going on, brother? You ready for Backlash 2017?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
There's, like, for real, like, if someone said, like, here's $20, I'll give you the great matches and you can just skip the rest, I think I'd pay the extra money. You know what I mean? I think, because I'm probably not going to watch this live because I'll be at work. I am pretty sure I'm just going to see 3 matches and then ask someone. Like, I've become the guy who used to be a reviewer to now I watch reviews and just be like, are these worth watching?
Yeah, I read results, and if something piques my interest, then I'll watch it.
Yeah, well, the thing, I definitely want to see the Nakamura match, and I definitely want to see the Kevin Owens AJ Styles match. You know, those are the 2 matches I definitely want to see. The Usos I have a little bit of interest in, and then the rest I could give 2 fucks, you know what I mean?
My dog's name is Uso.
I know. The Usos are awesome. I can't believe people are turning on the Usos. Pissing me off here. All right, so we'll just start from, this is we're reading off WWE.com. We also put it down in the doobly-doo. So, hey, I'll do a pay-per-view profits. Why not? We're not as popular as we used to be, but leave your predictions in the comments down below, and we'll read them. And I got to do a comment show, dude. The comments really add up. Like, because I was like, dude, I'm going to answer every comment. And then I was just like, dude, I used to be a machine at this. I really fucking dropped the ball and became fucking lazy.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. I
am a piece of shit, dude, when it comes to nerd shit. Like, even like the book. I'm supposed to be.
I just meant in general.
Probably. That's pretty accurate. But the nerd shit. Not only that, but like, people are like, are you promoting the book? I'm like, oh, yeah, no, not yet. Operation Freak Show, Amazon. Go buy it now. So, there you go. So, yeah. Let's break this down. WWE.com. We'll start off with Randy Orton. Oh, Randy Orton. I just feel bad for him. You know, like, I don't, just horrible fucking person. And then Jinder Mahal. You know what? I don't even know what to say. Randy Orton is an asshole on Twitter. And Jinder Mahal doesn't do cheat meals. That's how he got so big. I don't really care about this match. I'll be rooting against Randy Orton because I just hate Randy Orton. Dude, here's the highlight. Randy Orton being a bitch on Twitter is the highlight of your feud. That's not a good feud. You know what I mean? I have no idea. I don't mean to laugh. I just want to get to a good match. Randy Orton, most likely.
The match will be terrible, but it's just going to be a TV match. It's not going to be anything.
It's going to be a Randy Orton match.
It's not going to be anything quote-unquote pay-per-view worthy.
Or entertainment worthy, or watching worthy. It's just going to be fucking horrible. I know that, but like Randy Orton's like, he takes so much pride in being horrible. Let's just talk about Randy Orton's Twitter, because really, who the fuck wants to talk about Randy Orton matches? Randy Orton like complained because he was handed everything in life, and then was like, hey, motherfuckers, I was handed everything in life. Fucking, why are you guys working so hard on the fucking independence? Why don't you just have a family that fucking gives you everything? All right. I mean, I just, you know what? I'm not even mad at Randy Orton because, you know, people are insecure. People hate, like, if you go to a wrestler, they're the most insecure fucking people.
I blame the parents.
I blame the parents, but not only that, but listen, besides the parents, but I also blame just because, like, okay, let's pick any right now. Down in the comments, whatever. We're not that popular anymore. Dude, I remember back in the day, like, down in the comments, and it'd be like 8 hours worth of comments. I miss those days. But down in the comments, pick a random indie wrestler and then tell me what he is. If he's a heavyweight, if he's a cruiserweight, because they're so insecure, they're just going to hate whatever they're not. If they're a tag team wrestler, like, oh, single wrestling is stupid. If they're a heavyweight, oh, cruiserweight wrestling is stupid. If they're fucking a technical wrestling, hardcore, so stupid. They're so fucking insecure. So, like, Randy Orton being insecure, he was handed everything. You know what I mean? So, like, why wouldn't he be insecure? I don't understand people that are like rooting for him, that are fans. Like, yeah, the fucking rich guy, he got everything. Wrestling Ranted did a way better fucking thing on this. I'll put a link down in the doobly-doo, but just subscribe to Wrestling Ranted. He went for like 10 minutes. I understand Randy Orton's thing. He's like, bitch, I'm fucking rich. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. My daddy got me everything. I barely do fucking anything. Fuck you guys. Like, I understand that point of view. You know, hey, more power to you, bitch. I ain't a fortunate one. You know what I mean? I was about to fucking go CCR on your ass. But, you know, hey, congratulations. You fucking won the lottery. You know, you came out of the right fucking penis. But let's be completely fucking honest. Maybe you shouldn't be fucking talking about work ethic and all this shit when you've been handed everything. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
And on top of that, like, I understand that. Like, I understand Randy Orton's point of view. I don't understand random fans defending him. He's like, fuck yeah, wrestling is stupid. I love headlocks and I love staring. Yeah, the rich kid that was chosen got everything. Woo! I don't understand that. I don't understand how anyone's on Randy Orton's side besides Randy Orton and his dad. And maybe his dad's cast. Dave Bautista, it makes sense. It's like Dave Bautista can't fucking wrestle. Of course. He would fucking do it.
I mean, I don't know. I think wrestlers are sticking up for Randy Orton, and it's an old,
you know what?
A good friend of ours,
yeah.
Danny Only,
oh Jesus Christ,
actually brought up a valid point. Like, his favorite pro wrestler is Muta.
Of course, because he's the greatest fucking wrestler ever.
Right, Danny Only is.
Both. I stick by that statement. Danny Only and the Great Muta, dream match, make it happen.
Right. But no,
I don't have enough Danny Only shirts. I have like 97 Great Muta shirts, and when Danny Only and the Great Muta feud fucking happens, I got no Danny Only shirts. Make that happen, Danny Only.
No Danny Only shirts to represent the feud. But no, Danny Only said, like, he's like, I love sushi, and I'm sure the Great Muta loves sushi.
I'm with you.
But just because we have a common factor does not mean that when Muta speaks out on pro wrestling, that Danny Only can also be like, yes, this is our opinion.
Yeah. Well, because the thing is, because people live in a fake success bubble. They're like, yeah, I wrestle in front of 12 people in my fucking underwear on a trampoline. And Randy Orton says fucking wrestling's stupid, and I agree. It makes no fucking sense.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather watch somebody wrestle in their underwear in a trampoline than some shows I've seen.
Yeah, dude, Randy Orton's fucking god-awful. And he was just handed everything in life. So, like, I'm not even mad at Randy Orton. I'm mad at random fucking people that took Randy Orton's side. Like, Randy Orton, he'd be like, yeah, okay. You're fucking insecure. Fucking good luck with that, buddy. You earned it. You fucking earned it. You know, and that's the reason. Probably some indie guy said, hey, dude, you fucking stare too much. He's like, I'll show you. It just makes no fucking sense. You know what I mean? It's just like, know where the fuck you came from. You know, the same thing with Cody Rhodes, even though Cody Rhodes is humbled out. Let's be completely honest. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes would not be in the WWE if it wasn't for their fathers. Period. End of story. Randy Orton's not making it.
Cody actually is pretty talented.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the size. He wouldn't make it.
Size isn't what they're looking for anymore, though, when they sign people.
Well, it depends. We're talking Vince McMahon or Triple H.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they're signed.
Yeah. But, yeah, so to me, I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, I'm not even mad at Randy Orton. I'm just mad at fucking random fucking people that are like, yeah, fuck yeah, the rich kid got everything. Woo! You know?
Yeah.
There's some asshole who's gonna wrestle in front of 20 people, get fucking gypped on his $20 fucking dollars, and then say he's a professional wrestler, and then agree with Randy Orton. If you're that person, what can you do? What can you fucking do? Really? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Like, I understand, I was handed everything, boo, 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 look at me. Like, I understand Randy Orton's point of view. You know, I don't agree with it, but I understand. I don't understand anyone besides Dave Bautista because he's horrible and he's friends with him. Agreeing with him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Like, why would you agree to this? It's like, fuck yeah. Someone has to actually fucking entertain someone. It's fucking ridiculous. It just cracks me up, you know? Because, like, let's be honest, besides being an underwear model, he can't wrestle. You know, people are like, oh, he can wrestle, he can wrestle. I don't know. I honestly think, take away his father, he can't even make Ring of Honor. He doesn't make Ring of Honor. He won't make it to WWE. He wouldn't make Ring of Honor.
To be fair, you have to be like super talented to make it to Ring of Honor. You have to be able to.
All right. Well, I'm just saying that he wouldn't make it a place where he would have to actually make money. You know. No, because without his father, he's not in WWE. Without WWE, you can't make Impact.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know. Just poor, and that's the thing. Like, sometimes you meet someone that are so fucking delusional that you just feel bad for them. You know? And that's all he's got. Because, like, here's the thing. When someone mentions how much money they fucking have, that means they got nothing in their life. They literally have nothing. They have accomplished nothing in their life. Like, oh, I make $12 billion fucking dollars. All right, well, fucking, because, like, the thing is, if you made $12 billion and you were happy with what you did, you would say what you did. You wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, no one, like, let's just take a random person, a successful writer. Let's take Stephen King. Stephen King's not going to be like, hey, motherfucker, I made fucking blah, 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 millions of dollars. No, because he has pride in the craft and would tell you how good his books are, or how great he loved writing. I think when you start bragging about how much money you make, it's like one of the insecurities. You actually hate what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because think about it. If you hate your fucking job and someone goes, well, your fucking job sucks, you're like, well, I make $3 an hour. No. If fucking you weren't insecure, you'd be like, well, I'm a fucking great wrestler and I'll out-wrestle anybody. But he ain't going to say that. Look at him. Is he going to fucking out-wrestle? He's going to have to carry Jinder. Oh, Jesus Christ, this match is going to be horrible. Anyway, the moral of the story, Randy Orton, we feel bad for you. We'll give you a fucking hug. And second thing is, bro, you're fucking not very good at what you do. You know what I mean? You're a sexy motherfucker. I'll give you that. You are one good-looking dude. He would be an underwear model. He'd work at your local Abercrombie and Fitch. That's what he'd be at.
In a podcast a long time ago that I used to do, I mentioned that Randy Orton makes me question my sexuality.
It is an attractive man, but he's just not talented at anything.
We don't know.
So lucky. I should call. What's that?
We don't know about at anything. He might have some hidden. He might be able to.
Dude, what if he's like the greatest Uno card champion ever? And
what about
like, this is my calling?
What about if he's like a fucking great ventriloquist?
I would love to see that. But here's the thing, Dave Bautista. Let's be completely honest. Dave Bautista, if he does anything outside of wrestling, he's awesome. As soon as he steps in that ring, he's fucking horrible. Like, I wish nothing but success. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, absolutely fucking amazing. I live nothing but success. I love Dave Bautista. As soon as he's back in wrestling, I'm like, no. You know? No.
Like, I would watch a show of Randy Orton with like a little Randy Orton Muppet. And they just read like angry tweets.
All right. And he's like, I'm not going to do a dive.
He should totally do a dive on Sunday, by the way.
First off, this might be the worst preview show ever, but I'm okay with it. Because, like, really, what are you going to talk about? Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal. So who do you got? Randy Orton or Randy Orton?
Actually, I'm going to go for Jinder.
Really? All right. Yeah, they're trying to
open up. They're trying to get into the market.
I hear you. Oh, man. I'm not watching this. I'm going to be 100% honest. Here's the thing. I'm not going to watch this, but what would it take for you to go out of your way to watch it? Like, would they just be like, because you can't do the ring fill, you know what I mean? And it was one of those things, if someone said, Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton tore the place down, you'd be like, I'm not fucking buying it. I just don't believe you. I don't know. Is there Money in the Bank right now? Is like Nakamura have Money in the Bank? Is there something?
Next up, we got Fandango and Tyler Breeze.
All right.
Versus the Usos.
All right. Oh, you're on the same site. That's cool. I thought, like, don't you dare go out of order, because then if we go out of order, I'll definitely miss one. I love the Usos. There, I said it. Heel, face. I don't understand why people don't like the Usos. They're like they treat him like they're Randy Orton or something. But I guess, they were born into it too. But
they're like John Cena's of the tag division.
Do you think so? I don't know.
That's how people see it, I think.
Yeah. I like Breezango, though, the fucking little skits they've been doing. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I say the Usos win.
I say Usos as well.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it'll be a good match.
I think this is the sleeper. I think it will be entertaining, fun to watch. I think this will be the top 3 match.
Fandango and Tyler Breeze are good wrestlers.
Yeah, but I think probably the average person. I think it's a sleeper match. I don't think the average person thinks it's going to be good. If they're given time, it will be.
I think the average person doesn't think it'll be good because Breezango has always been kind of a shit jobber team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So So I hopefully it's good. I want to go through a couple live comments.
I was gonna say we're a push on that one because we both say Usos.
Yeah.
I'm being efficient.
I'm giving it a sleeper match of the night though. I think it's gonna surprise people.
I'm being official. I'm writing these predictions down.
Oh god damn it! Because I might do another preview show and then they'll be like, "You said the fucking Fandango," and I'll be like, "Oh my god!"
I don't give a shit about the other show. This
is the one that counts.
Yeah, because
somewhere out there it counts, folks. All right, Edward Mullen says, "Hey guys, how's the new app going? Apartment? I guess it's going good."
I'm guessing apartment.
Okay. I just got a neighbor who says I'm too loud, so it fucking really ruins podcasting in the middle of the night. If Jinder Mahal becomes champ, Mojo versus Jinder main event WrestleMania 34. You know what? I don't even know if people are sarcastic anymore. That's how bad WWE books. Back in the day, you could be like, ha 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 ha, that's so stupid. It would never happen. But now, like WWE books, you can't even do it. You know what I mean? You're just like, yeah, fuck it, why not? That could fucking happen.
I don't know. I don't hate Mojo Rawley.
Randy Orton's better than Sami Zayn. At what? At what? He's also better than Finn Balor. Okay, so he just doesn't like talent. like that's the thing. Like the old me probably would have had an argument, but I'm like, okay. Okay. Just say random shit. Randy Orton fucking discovered gravity. All right. I have no idea. I see that's your style of wrestling. Because here's the thing. If you're like, hey, Kurt Angle's better than Finn Balor, I'm like, okay, you like a different style of wrestling. If you're like, hey, dude, William Regal in his prime is better, I'm like, okay, you like a different style of wrestling. Daniel Bryan, you know what I mean? But then when you're just like, hey, man,
did you even know he was gone?
I don't know. You were gone, and then you were back, and now there's 2 of you in here. So I knew something funny was happening. I just didn't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My computer decided to sign me off, log me off.
I don't know. Well, you're in here twice, so
awesome.
Hopefully it sounds good on the other end. Yeah. As no creator, first of all, he's boring to me. Yeah. I got nothing. Not everyone has to like the same wrestler. I understand that, but I don't know.
But it's because he has the RKO.
Yeah. No, because I understand if you pick someone and they had talent, then I'd be like, oh, okay, you like a different style. Because a Kurt Angle Finn Balor match might be a little different. You know what I mean? An AJ Styles. You know what I mean? There's different styles of wrestling. But then you're like, oh, Randy Orton's better, and at what? At what? He literally he doesn't even have a style of wrestling. That's the problem. What do you classify him as? If you let's say you oh, I like Stone Cold better than Finn Balor. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. You like brawling wrestling. Oh, I like Triple H more than Finn Balor. You're like, oh, okay, I get it. You like the WWE style. But Randy Orton stares. So it's oh, he's better than Finn Balor. I'm like, okay. So you like dudes staring at you.
Right.
No. Even if Dave Bautista, you'd be like, okay, he likes muscles, or hey, he's good looking. I don't know.
Right. I mean, you hate Roman Reigns, but at least he has a style. He has a WWE.
Yeah.
Style.
But he has he retells the same story. I'm not a big fan of Roman Reigns at all, but Roman Reigns, you're okay. I really have no idea why people like Randy Orton. None whatsoever. Here's the thing. Right. if you're like, hey, I like Roman Reigns better than Finn Balor, I disagree with it, but I'm like, okay, well, that's your style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, if you're like, I like Randy Orton over anybody, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Like, maybe like Randy Orton over John Cena, like, okay, I kind of get it. You know, he's the lesser of two evils, but, you know, really no. You know, when it was John Cena, Dave Bautista, and John Cena, Dave Bautista, and Randy Orton, oh my God. As a wrestling fan, how bad did you just want to kill yourself?
Yeah.
Like, someone in that group had to have talent. And Dave Bautista, I love you, brother. Don't ever come back to wrestling. I love you. Like, Dave Bautista's like, hey, motherfucker, I just started a knitting line and buy my Dave Bautista fucking, I'd buy him. Just don't come back to wrestling. You know how awesome you were in Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Don't come back, Dave. Like, every time, dude, I'm like, yeah, Dave Bautista, yeah, I support you. And as soon as like, I'm thinking about coming. No. Because as soon as you step in that fucking ring, I'm gonna hate you again. And I don't want you to ruin. I don't want you to ruin how beautiful Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was. Because Dave Bautista is awesome as long as he's not wrestling. Don't come back, Batista. Don't come back.
Don't
Randy Orton is lazy as fuck, yeah. People are calling each other idiots. WWE makes everyone boring. Yeah, that's true. AJ Styles not boring. Kevin Owens not boring. It's Finn Balor. AJ Styles and Kevin Owens have special skills, but it really doesn't improve the product that much. WWE gets people used to mediocrity. Yeah. Well, no, and I was quoted at Wrestling Ranting. Go check out Wrestling Ranting's thing. Yeah. But, dude, it's people think WWE success is their success. So when you think like that, then you like anything. You know what I mean? It's just, okay. Like, oh, I think Randy Orton's awesome. I'm like, okay. Like, I got nothing.
All right, back to the card.
Oh, yeah, let's get back to the card. We'll get back to more live comments later.
U.S. title match with AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be good. I'm really worried. Because that's the thing. They're like, oh, don't dive. And it's just like, oh, God, don't try. Man, I don't know. Yeah, WWE does kind of make everything boring, and you're really worried about it on that stage. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's a couple of people that really shine on that stage.
I think this match is going to be awesome.
I hope so. This is the match I'm going to watch. This is like the top match, that and Nakamura's.
What do you got?
AJ Styles just lost to Jinder Mahal.
What?
I didn't know if you fucking watched SmackDown. AJ Styles lost to Jinder Mahal. Yeah. I'm going to say AJ.
AJ?
Well, because the title has to be on some shithead that Vince McMahon masturbates to. And I don't know. I'm going AJ. I think they have to give AJ something. You know what I mean?
I'm going to go Owens.
All right. Because my prediction is, and it's not going to happen, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Remember Rob Van Dam and the ECW television title, and he had it for a long time and said he was the best wrestler?
Yeah.
I think AJ Styles could pull that off with the U.S. title in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In WWE.
Yeah.
They'll fuck it up, I assure you, but I could see them doing something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And especially if it's Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal. You know? Yeah, so I'm going AJ Styles. I could be absolutely wrong, but I'm going to AJ. Do you want to add anything to that, or you just want to keep going?
No, I mean, I'm going to go Owens only because I think, not that it matters to WWE, but they've been passing the belt around for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It went from Owens to Jericho, then Jericho to Owens. Now, you know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping Owens can hold it for a little while.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So, yeah. Oh, man.
It's funny. We kind of have, in BRAWL, we kind of have the RVD long title reign going with Aaron Epic. He's had the belt for, as of today, it's 1,137 days.
Sweet.
He's been BRAWL USA champion.
So give himself a Barry Horowitz. I love Aaron Epic. There, I said it. If loving Aaron Epic is wrong, I don't want to be right. Even though and I don't think he watches it, but during the Coco Dream thing, I was really pissed at him we were playing this booking game, and I was like, "Oh, Aaron Epic, come work for us." And he asked for a raise, and I was like, "How fucking dare you, Aaron Epic? How fucking dare you?" And like, it was so funny because I was so pissed that I thought about calling you because I don't have any contact information anymore. I thought about calling you and having him on the show to say asking for a raise is bullshit, and he would never ask me for a raise. Because I thought that would be hilarious. Like you're playing the booking game with a fucking with someone, and then you call the wrestler, and you're just like, "This is bullshit. Why are you asking for a raise?" But I was really fucking late.
He'd be like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?"
He would be completely lost. Do you think he would roll with it, or do you think he'd be completely lost? I'd be like, "Dave, I'm glad you moved to Japan."
He'd probably roll with it.
Yeah. He'd probably heal me up and ask for a fucking
except
raise.
for on the phone, he'd probably ask for a bigger raise.
Yeah. Fucking asshole. It's bullshit. Like I'd call the video game programmers and be like, "Listen, Aaron Epic refused his raise. Here he is." And then like the video game programmer's like, "Dude, just leave us the fuck alone." You fucking nerd.
He would never do that. Here, I'll pass the phone to him right now.
Oh, man, we're
and then he has to talk to the computer programmer.
Yeah. All right. Let's skip over this one.
Next up, Naomi, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch versus Tamina Snuka, Carmella, and Natalya.
If I had a vagina, I would punch it. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, divas matter and women matter and fucking hashtag feminism." And this is what they do with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. This is fucking garbage, dude. You know what? Fuck you. That's my prediction. Fuck you.
I like the theory of this.
I don't know. Every time the welcoming committee comes on the screen, I hate women a little more every time.
Right. But the theory of all the women are kind of like afraid of Charlotte being there now, like, so they team up to break her down. Like, the theory of it is good, but the execution's terrible.
Yeah. I'm going to say Charlotte Flair, but I'm not watching this.
Yeah. It's going to be Naomi, Flair, and Becky taking the win.
The match that's really worthwhile, you got Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. I'm going Nakamura because you know what? I love Dolph Ziggler. I love Dolph Ziggler. He was the leader of the Fighting Kangaroos. And if anyone knows what the fuck that means, you're way cooler than anyone who doesn't. He was the captain of the Fighting Kangaroos, champion Fighting Kangaroos. And I love Dolph Ziggler. But you know what? Dolph Ziggler fucking broke my heart all the time because he never fucking won and he never got a push. This ain't the time to win, asshole. I'll be so pissed. I'll be like, "Fuck you, Ziggler. I fucking been rooting for you for like 900 years, and Nakamura comes in now. You fucking win. Fuck you, Dolph Ziggler."
There's no way. They've hyped up Nakamura so much. Like, they might have called this pay-per-view Nakamura Lash. Like, they might as well. You know what I mean? Like, they basically built this pay-per-view around Nakamura.
Yeah, the way it should be. So Nakamura has to win. But the thing is, it's going to be one hell of a fucking match if Ziggler tries. You know what I mean?
You're a huge Nakamura. Here's my question.
Yeah. My daughter's a bigger fan than me.
No, I know. But
I got a free box of shit. I got a free box of shit at Nakamura. I was like, "Oh, cool. Thanks, Nakamura." You know, I'm sure it's not Nakamura sending it, but one of his people sent me a box of WWE shit. My daughter walks in and is like, "This is all Nakamura?" I'm like, "Yeah, how awesome is that? You know, someone sent it to me for free." And she's like, "That's cool." Literally takes the box and leaves. I was like, I didn't need a Nakamura hat or...
Yeah, but you know what? She's not there for me to ask this question to, so I'll go to the second best source.
Yes, go on.
Do you fear that his inability to speak good English is going to keep him down?
No, I hope not. I hope not. Because the thing is, they'll just make it any if they want to push him, it won't be. But if they need an excuse, it will be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's it. But he's over. People cheer for him. As long as he doesn't wrestle Roman Reigns and John Cena, his career will be unstoppable.
it's funny because I wanted to like compare it. Like, will he become another Funaki, or will he become? And I couldn't think of a successful Asian wrestler like in WWE.
Successful would be loosely, Yeah, Tajiri.
Okay, but do you think Tajiri had a good run, but do you think obviously Nakamura can?
Yeah. Nakamura will be able to have a lot better.
So, like, but there hasn't been like a successful.
Yeah, that's crazy, but hopefully it changes. I think this is going to be match of the night. I think this is going to be better than AJ and Kevin Owens. This is the match I totally want to watch and see. And I love you, Dolph Ziggler, but if you're fucking like, hey, dude, this is what I'm going to turn my fucking career around, fuck you. It's too late. And I love you, Dolph Ziggler, but it's too late, man. Just fucking give up. Motivational speeches by Dave Koco. But really, it is too late. Let's be honest. If Dolph Ziggler went on a tear, would you even take him seriously? The WWE machine destroyed him so much.
I think WWE should they should do what they were doing and take guys like a Dolph Ziggler and bump them down to NXT for a little while.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make them the big fish in the small pond. They did that with like Tyson Kidd. They were doing it with like Curtis Axel and stuff. Those guys were getting over. They were having great matches, and then you know what I mean. And then you call them up to the main roster, and
I don't know. I love Dolph Ziggler, but this ain't the time to win, buddy.
It would help the NXT. It would help the NXT touring brand as well.
Oh, I definitely agree with that.
You know what I mean? I think a Dolph Ziggler on an NXT card draws an extra 500 to 1,000 people easily.
Yeah. So, this is going to be the match of the night. This is what I'm looking forward to the most. And Nakamura has all of it on. Mikel Teixeira. Dude, I can't say that guy's name to save my life. Batista didn't have the skills, but he had the badass look with suit and shit. Yeah. Batista's the coolest fucking dude in the world, as long as he doesn't wrestle.
Yeah, Batista was like style over substance. He looked good, but
well, not only that, but he also does like the Filipino fight sticking. He does MMA. He does Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's fucking laid back. He's cool. Like you meet Dave Batista, and you're like, this guy's fucking awesome. He's in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like he's just a fucking. You can't say that about Randy Orton and John Cena. They're just fucking douches. But Dave Batista is like a legit fucking great person, cool person. He just can't wrestle. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh man, that's that cool guy, but he does that one thing that, no, don't wrestle ever again. Dude, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
No, not yet.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. What? Dude, Marvel can't fuck up. And that's what I hate. I hate when WWE sucks and Marvel does so great. I was just thinking, like, why? Because Marvel does one thing that Marvel, Disney, Star Wars tries. They're not very successful as much as Marvel and Disney. They're pretty successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they go, what the fuck do the fans want? Let's give them that. And, like, it makes tons of money. Like, I don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
Listen, why? Like, when Marvel can be awesome, Pixar can be awesome, why can't they? You know what I mean? That's just, why? You know what I mean? Like, fucking, dude, like, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I'm just, the feel. The feel is, hey, remember the 80s were awesome? Remember fucking Marvel Comics is awesome? Space is pretty awesome, too. Let's put that all together. And you're like, dude, that's pretty awesome. And WWE is like, hey, dude, remember the 80s? Remember wrestling? We fucked it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to be that guy, but I think it's just the fact that, like, there's a guy in charge who's completely out of touch with entertainment.
Yeah.
You know?
Does it? Okay.
It's pretty well-known fact that Vince does things to make himself laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome on a podcast. That's awesome, but it's like, come on, dude. Have some fucking pride in your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just fucking ridiculous. I never understood that. You know, but maybe I just don't have a fucking sense of humor. But, like, I don't understand. Like, when it comes to work, I never understood fucking with someone. Like, I maybe because I take work so seriously, because my Uncle Tommy's like, dude, a job's the most important thing in the world. Fucking, when someone pays you, you fucking respect them. Like, that was drilled. I grew up around Jersey Mafia. So that was drilled in my fucking head. So, like, fucking with someone when you're friends at Denny's, that makes sense. Fucking with someone at work, it literally doesn't compute in my head. Like, I just don't. Maybe I'm just fucking broken from, being raised by fucking mafia fucks. But, like, as soon as it's like, oh, dude, this is your job, and then you're like, okay, fuck, this is serious. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, podcasting, I'm also, like, worried about fucking it becoming my job, because I like not fucking taking it that serious. You know what I mean? But, like, at work, no, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, boom, boom, boom. I don't know. Like, I can't picture if I was in Vince McMahon's spot going, this is going to make me laugh. It's like, dude, you know what I mean? Because know what it is? His whole, oh man, I fucking had a rough fucking childhood, and oh man, I fucking wasn't handed anything bullshit story is just that. Because, like, if any of that was true, he wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just, there's the Randy Ortons of the world, and the rest of us. He's a Randy Orton. He tries to be the rest of us, but he isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you've worked with me. There's a huge difference between me and, like, 10 minutes. There's a huge difference between me at Bourbon Street booking an event and then me at Denny's fucking hanging out. Because work is fucking work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking Vince is fucking full of shit. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I did this to make me laugh. Maybe I don't have a sense of humor. I don't get that. Like, all the time, people are like, oh, let's fuck with this guy at work. Like, I'm like, why? Why would you do that? It's his fucking job. The fucking, like, I don't grasp that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're at Denny's and you're like, dude, let's throw fucking pumpkin pie at fucking Mach 1 speeds at each other's head. I get that. Like, okay, this ain't work. Let's throw fucking pumpkin pies at each other. You know what I mean? But at work, no. You don't fuck around, bro. It's work. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah. Let's see. Beza 205. Who's the best in your opinion? Okada versus AJ Styles. I could see this is an argument that can go on forever. I think both of them are absolutely amazing. But with that said, I'm a huge Okada fanboy. So me personally, Okada. But if someone said, no, it's AJ Styles, it's Okada, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like Kurt Angle and Bret Hart in their prime. Who's better? You know what I mean? You can see an argument for both sides. Me personally, just because I'm a huge fanboy, Okada, but not by much because I really love AJ Styles. But I could see people arguing back and forth all day on that one. What about you? I say Okada.
I haven't seen enough Okada to make the argument for him, so I would say AJ Styles.
I have New Japan World, and I pretty much just watch Okada. I might be gay for Okada. Like, I love him. So, that's the worst. Yeah.
Here's my question. If you're gay for one person, are you just gay?
I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest.
Or are you like, no?
Did I ever tell you my conversation I had with my gay friend?
What?
Did I ever tell you my conversation I had with my gay friend? We were sitting there, like, I have this gay friend who really wants to sleep with me. And it's kind of awkward because I'm, like, pro-gay. And, like, I'm like, dude. So, like, we were talking. He's like, yeah, you really hate women because, I don't hate women, but I do. I don't trust them at all, but after I've been through. So I don't really trust women. And he's like, yeah, dude, you should be gay. I'm like, no. He's like, how come? I'm like, dude, I have a fear of big penises. And he goes, but why not just go for small penises? I'm like, oh, small penises is the gateway to big penises.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Small penises are a gateway drug.
Yeah. That's how they get you. But, dude, like, it's so funny, too, because, like, I was sitting there talking to a girl, and this girl's like, oh, my God, fucking, are you gay? Blah, 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 blah. And, like, fucking my gay friend just screams across the bar, like, I fucking wish he's the biggest fucking dick tease ever. I'm like, bitch, be Okada. No, I'm just kidding. He'll show up to the bar dressed up like Okada. Robert Coffey says, good afternoon, everyone. Which product do you hate the most, WWE or TNA? It depends on what time and what period. Like, I don't think I hate WWE or TNA. I just hate things they do. I definitely hate Vince McMahon more than I hate Dixie Carter. but I hate TNA fans. That's not fair. I hate TNA loyalists way more than I hate WWE loyalists. So I don't know. There's certain things I hate about both, and there's certain things I love about both. Because I don't support or hate a company. I support and hate ideas. So, like, if WWE is fucking kicking ass, then I like WWE. If TNA is kicking ass, I like TNA. But I do think there is a lot more pressure in WWE and TNA and bigger companies like that because they have more money. You know what I mean? Like, if an indie is there, you're like, okay, no, that, but ECW is amazing. They didn't have much money. You know what I mean? So, me personally.
They had some really good Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Me personally, I maybe WWE because they have more money. You know what I mean? Like TNA, I don't know. The TNA does a lot of dumb things too. I just like it. But WWE's rocked it. TNA's rocked it before. So
fun we had at TNA shows. I think we have way more fun at TNA shows than we've had at WWE shows.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe you're right, but Scott Steiner and Samoa Joe. Dude, I remember seeing Scott Steiner versus Samoa Joe, and we were live, and I was just angry, flipping the fuck out. And I don't know if this is how it went down, but James is like, dude, there's kids. I'm like, fuck, they're kids. Like, I was just so pissed. Dude, I was, oh. Yeah.
I mean, think about all the times that I've asked LAX to burn the American flag.
Yeah. I don't know. Dude, there's good things and bad things about both. You know what I mean? But I definitely hate TNA loyalist way more than I hate WWE loyalist. Because, yeah. But I get angry at Vince because you have everything. Why ain't it good? You know what I mean? I think that's why I hate Vince more than Dixie. Even though Dixie has done a lot of stuff. What's your favorite British movie? I don't know. Shaun of the Dead is the only thing that popped in my head. Oh, the fucking one with, goddammit, the dolphins and thank you for the food. That's British, right? I don't know.
What is that noise?
Oh, I have an ambulance driving by.
It sounded like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Do you think your neighbors complain about that?
I don't know, man. I thought she was cute, but see what I mean? You can't trust women. Because the thing is, too, I asked her, I was like, oh, do you hear me? Blah, 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 blah. Is there a problem? No. Next day. Like, oh, come on.
We got 3 more matches to go over.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We'll get back to it.
Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin.
Everything that's right in the world versus everything that's horrible in the world. I'm picking Sami Zayn.
I don't mind Baron Corbin. I think he's getting better.
I don't know. I thought Baron Corbin was good when he was doing, like, you got to beat people in 10 seconds. But then he turned heel, and he's like, you know what it is? I hate the heels that pretty much just say, like, they'll hate anything. Like, I felt like, and this is NXT run. This is when I hated him. And he came out there and I was like, oh, he's got potential, and he's throwing fucking people around. And then he was on some reality TV show, and people were like, oh, he's a dick. And then, like, they do this heel thing, and it's a really bad heel tactic where they'll just say anything. Like, they'll just be like, I hate puppies. Like Kevin Owens did it. It was just ridiculous.
His thing,
like, I hate puppies, cookies, and rainbows. They're like, dude, we fucking get it.
No, but Baron Corbin's thing has always been like he hates indie guys.
Yeah. But I'm just like, all right.
Nah. I mean, he's not. I mean,
I was Dolph Ziggler, I'd understand.
I enjoy him in the ring. You just took a picture or something. Like something just like flashed on your screen.
Oh, really? I have no idea.
You got Erick Rowan versus Luke Harper, was just added.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Luke Harper.
Yeah, me too, but I don't know why this match is happening.
I don't know. Maybe they'll have a good video package together. And then you got the kickoff match, Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English.
And I think Ty Dillinger, I think they're going to continue to push Aiden English, crying artist.
Yeah. So there you go. 2 of the matches are awesome. One of them's a sleeper.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin might be a sleeper.
I think it could be.
It could
I don't
be.
think it'll be a sleeper for match of the night, but I think it'll be a sleeper for a great contest.
Yeah. So,
did you want to break down?
No, let's do live comments and wrap this bad boy up. We'll break it down tomorrow or the next day. NXT.
No, we should break down.
And I got to do a comment show. What's that?
We should break down Brawl USA, Logan Mania 3.
I thought you were like, let's break down Dave's bad life decisions. Like right now on the podcast, where to begin?
I do that too. I've been around for most of them. I've either been around for most of them or know of them.
Yeah. I've lived it. Dude, my friends, my Japanese friends, they come up with the coolest nicknames ever because, like, first they didn't understand what nicknames were, and now they're addicted to nicknames. And they're like, give me 27 nicknames. I'm like, that's not the way it works. Because, like, they're like, what's a nickname? And I was like, oh, a nickname is this. And I explained it to them. And they're like, oh, my God, I'm going to give you a nickname. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then, like, now I have, like, 97 fucking nicknames. And I'm like, that's not the way it works at all. But they're adorable. But one of their nicknames is Mr. Roller Coaster. And I said, why Mr. Roller Coaster? And he's like, your life has been so up and so down so often. And I was like, all right. And then I got King of Polar Bears, but now they don't call me that anymore because I'm not fat. The Saint of Kamata. So that's a cool nickname.
I mean, I don't even know, dude. It sounds cool.
Oh, because like I always do the right thing and help people and Kamada and shit, and then like fucking don't like, I don't know. They just call me the Saint of Kamada, but it's a pretty fucking cool nickname. Yeah, and then also they call me Orphan, but I don't think they understand that's not a nickname.
That's not a good nickname.
Yeah. So there you go. So that fucking what was the other one? Fuck, I forget. There was another one. I think like Avalanche or something. But yeah. All right. But yeah, I don't know. Do you want to do the Brawl? Let's do some live comments and wrap this bad boy up.
That's fine.
But what is Brawl? Is Brawl this weekend?
Yeah, Saturday.
Oh, holy balls. Promote Brawl, then we'll go to live comments.
Brawl USA, May 20th, Logan Mania 3. The show is named in honor of a little boy who passed of cancer, and we are donating the money to another little boy, medical testing. This little boy, right now, the little boy has kidney failure. He's losing vision and hearing. He's got leukemia, I believe, and there's other problems with this little boy that they still have not figured out yet. He needs medical testing to figure out what's fully wrong with him, as if those 4 or 5 things weren't enough. The little boy's only 3 years old, so we are donating money to him. Overall, I think we have 7 matches, plus a pre-show kickoff for the VIP members. But the 7 matches are pretty top-notch matches. I don't think there's really a bad match on the card. But yeah,
but I haven't been around in 10 years. You got Aaron Epic. He's one of the best indie guys ever, even if he's asking for a raise in a video game.
Yeah, we got main event is Aaron Epic versus Chikara's own Ophidian from the Osirian portal. You may remember Ophidian from the most illegal move in professional wrestling from a few years back.
You can check out
the viral video. Obviously, if you can't be there in person, we'll be posting it on the Brawl USA network, which is brawlusa.pivotshare.com. $2.99 a month for all our events. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, we're going to do some live comments. I'm going to promote book. Yeah, but we should do something on that. We should have a commercial. Did you make a commercial? Put up a commercial and then upload it here.
Yeah, I have a commercial.
All right. Fucking upload it on the channel, bitch. That'd be awesome. Yeah. And if you want, you can do a preview show by yourself, but I don't know if that would fly because I don't know what time I have. But we'll see. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I have to cancel basketball, but I really love basketball.
I might be able to find somebody to do it with.
All right. Do you know how to do it on the channel and crap?
No, I'll get that information from you later. I mean, I know how to do it, but I need the information. Gotcha.
Google will lose their mind. There's like 800 people that have the information in this channel.
Yeah.
Mikhail asks, if Okada joined the Bullet Club, how would you react? I don't think he'll ever join the Bullet Club. So if done right, I would shit my pants and just shock. But
that's a good question. I have something for you.
All right.
What did you think of the kicking of Adam Cole out of the Bullet Club for Marty Scurll?
I don't know, because like Adam Cole is going to NXT or WWE, and I don't know. I'm indifferent. I'm like, okay, it makes sense. I'm not much of a Bullet Club guy. Like I like the original 3 Bullet Club.
As a wrestling fan,
Yeah.
throwaway fandom of you don't like Bullet Club, you like, you're a Team Chaos or whatever it is guy.
Yeah.
The reveal, just how it was done.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good.
The umbrella and all that stuff.
Well, I also liked, like, one thing I did like was I like how the Elite teased it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I really like that part. It was like very viral. Not only because like it felt like here's a bonus for those that fucking go. So I really like that. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, because I think the Bullet Club should be a lot smaller. Like the Elite should be the Bullet Club, and Bad Luck Fale just because he's been there forever. I just think it's too big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the reveal though. I thought the umbrella reveal was really cool.
Yeah.
Only because like it fit his character so well. He's always had the umbrella since his Ring of Honor run and stuff like that. Like, so like it fit his character. Like, oh, he's just got his umbrella, and then
I don't like Bullet Club, but because in Japan you walk a lot, take trains a lot, I would get it. Dude, everyone has umbrellas, and granted they break easily, so I don't do it. But there's not like awesome umbrellas. You either got a black umbrella or a clear see-through umbrella. I don't even like Bullet Club, but I'd rock a Bullet Club umbrella.
I'm sure Pro Wrestling Tees will have them sooner or later.
All right, let's make that happen, Pro Wrestling Tees. I made it sound like me and Pro Wrestling Tees are friends. Yeah. If we got to join Bullet Club, how would you react? If done well, I would shit my pants in pure excitement and shock. If done horribly, I'd just be like, eh. You know what I mean? Because Okada joining the Bullet Club, in my eyes, as a New Japan fan, that would be as big as Hogan going to NWO. It's not as big internationally, but like in our small yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd be shocked.
I could see that.
If it's done poorly, though, it would be the worst thing ever.
If he just came out with like, I'm Bullet Club now.
Yeah. It has to they'd have to really figure something out. Like I always thought Tanahashi joining Bullet Club would be a shock, and I think it would help both of their careers. But yeah. Beza 205, if you could have $10 million, but you'd only have 7 years left to live, would you accept it without a doubt? Like, I'm not even fucking thinking. I would do that because at first you're like, oh, maybe because you're old. No. If you got me when I was in my 20s, I'd be like, yeah. Yeah. I'd take it every single time. Like, I don't even think about it. Like,
would you consider the Young Bucks the leaders of the Bullet Club, even though they've said that basically Kenny Omega is?
No, I think Kenny Omega is.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Kenny Omega's the leader, and the Young Bucks are like just two awesome dudes. That's how I see it.
All right.
Yeah. But I think there should be less members of the Bullet Club. But then they're expanding to America, so I get it. Is Adam Cole going to be on WWE or NXT? Everyone thinks NXT, but I think it's not been said. I don't know. I get a lot of heat because I don't like Adam Cole as much as I guess I'm supposed to like Adam Cole.
Yeah.
But I don't think AJ Styles, Nakamura, that makes sense. Nakamura didn't even go straight up. But Adam Cole going straight to WWE?
Cole will go to NXT just to help the traveling brand a little bit for a while.
Yeah. But I don't think anything official has been out, but I think everyone is putting their money on NXT.
Yeah.
Mikel, Dean Ambrose, good?
What do you think of them trying to call up Aleister Black so soon? I heard he's going to be called up soon.
Yeah, that would be cool. As long as he's done right. You know what I mean? The transition from NXT to WWE has to go smoother. Like, if I was WWE, that's what I would work on a lot more. Like, hey, dude, look. Like, Bo Dallas. Look at Bo Dallas. That transition should have been smoother. You know what I mean?
They need a smoother exit interview.
Yeah.
Like, how certain jobs do the transition interview from you're fired to being fired. You know what I mean? Like, they have that little exit interview type gimmick. I think WWE needs that for NXT. Like,
Yeah.
Or you know how like in old movies they would be like, you're being released from prison. Here's $36 and a clean pair of underwear. Like WWE needs that clean pair of underwear for NXT guys.
Yeah. So I just a smoother transition. Oh man, just a smoother transition. But yeah, Dean Ambrose could.
I would even say like more vignettes.
Possibility. Just don't suck.
Because I think they're banking on the fact that people watch the network and watch NXT, but some people don't watch NXT.
Yeah.
So if you're calling a guy up, you're banking on the fact of his popularity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We tried that with Adam Rose, and it didn't work at all.
Dean Ambrose could be huge if they give him the same push they gave Roman. Yeah. Dude, anyone could be huge if you just give the push they give Roman.
I was just going to say the same thing. Like, I could be fucking huge if they gave me the same push as Roman Reigns, and I'm in a wheelchair. So my matches wouldn't be that good.
Yeah. But yeah.
Think I could hit the ropes?
I don't know. I think this Saturday we're gonna need a second wheelchair. That doesn't even make sense. Beza205 says, if Okada joined the WWE, how would you react? The same way I react when Kana, Nakamura, Kenta joined. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Yeah, he got injured. So, who's your favorite WWE superstar of all time? Well, I grew up a WCW fan. I grew up an NWA fan. I'm old as fuck. So
who you forgot? You know who you forgot in your list of Japanese awesomeness?
Who's that?
Yano?
Shit.
I just lost his name. The guy on 205 Live from Dragon Gate.
Oh yeah, he's really fucking awesome. Yeah, I love Dragon Gate. Dude, you know what though? I love Dragon Gate, but I haven't watched Dragon Gate in a really long time. I don't know. Dragon Gate and Stardom, I just want to go live. They're just better live. You know what I mean? Oh, they're so fucking good live.
You know what else is better live?
BRAWL USA.
BrawlUSA.com.
Be there.
Actually, I should lie. I should say we're not better live. We're better on our network.
Oh, nice. All right. Who's your favorite WWE superstar of all time?
Randy Savage.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like Kurt Angle, but he wasn't there that long. Bret Hart, I really liked.
I literally still have nightmares of Macho Man getting bit by Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
That fucking
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I see CM Punk.
Did you notice CM Punk is going to be on one of the MTV Real World challenges?
That's awesome.
I was like, why didn't they get the Miz?
I have no idea. But I'm trying to think. Favorite WWE guy.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's tough. Yeah, because it's really tough. Because when WWE or WWF was in its prime, I was a WCW guy. Like I was Ric Flair. You know what I mean?
I think if you can't come up with somebody off the top of your head, then there is nobody.
Well, I listed a bunch. I just don't know where. Like the first thing that pops in my head is Kurt Angle, but Kurt Angle wasn't there as long as he was in TNA. You know what I mean?
But still, then that's your answer.
All right, then Kurt Angle's my answer.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a good answer, but it's my answer.
Immediately, it doesn't matter if it's good or not. It's your answer.
All right, yeah. So Kurt Angle.
If somebody says that to me, like favorite wrestler of all time, Macho Man Randy Savage. Always, that'll always be the answer.
Yeah. What's your opinion on MMA fans that trash pro wrestling? Just insecure.
They don't understand it.
Like, what does it matter? Like, I don't know. I'm so glad I live in Japan because I don't have to deal with that.
Like, I have friends that are like, oh, I support you and would love to come out to the wrestling show to help support a child that's sick, but I think the fake stuff is stupid. And I'm like, seriously? Like,
yeah, and that's one thing I love about Japan. Japan, it never had to be there. What's your opinion on... Oh, I already did that. Are you going to go do a TakeOver prediction show? That's the plan.
Yeah.
That is the plan. Who would you want to win in a real fight between Reigns and Cena? I don't give a shit. I don't know. Maybe Reigns. I don't know. Who has better promo skills than CM Punk? I don't know. He's pretty goddamn good. It depends what you're looking for. But yeah, CM Punk is one of my favorite promo guys.
And then Biza just lists a bunch of wrestlers.
The Rock, Austin, Ellie Drake, The Miz. All right. So I really like Austin. Like, if you're going character-wise, The Rock and Austin are pretty good. But I thought Kurt Angle was the whole package. I thought he had a great character and could wrestle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he could moonsault off cages.
Yeah. One of my favorite matches of all time, and James knows this, like all time, not just WWE, is Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle. It's one of my favorite matches of all time. Like, it hits everything that I love about wrestling. You didn't see it coming. You didn't think it was going to be good. It had a story. They fucking busted their ass. You know what I mean?
Shane McMahon has a habit of doing that, though. His match with AJ at WrestleMania was really good.
Yeah.
I almost put myself when he did a shooting star press.
So, but yeah, that's nowhere near his Angle, though. Him.
No. But
Plus, you got to remember, at the time, no one knew that about Shane, or at least it was like, all right, whatever, it's just Shane. How fucking good can it be? And then Kurt, and he did the. It's just good. It's because like the thing is, I love pro wrestling when you don't think it's going to be good and it's absolutely amazing. That's a good feeling as a fan, and I think that is like the peak of that. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, it was so fucking good. Yeah, I liked it. So yeah, I think that's it, brother. You ready to go? I like The Miz a lot. So there you go. Whoa, look at you with your thumbnails, you sexy bitch.
yeah.
There we go. But yeah, we plan on doing an NXT one. I'm gonna watch NXT and then we'll do it. I might cancel basketball, but I love basketball, man. Do you see my problem?
I mean, we could do tomorrow. We could do the breakdown because there's only like 4 matches.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'll do it before basketball. Like, you fucking run over, hurry up. Dude, I really love basketball. Make the thumbnail ahead of time. That'll help us a lot.
Yeah, there's 4 matches.
All right, then yeah, let's do it. And then I'll be late for basketball. But I don't know. I might not go to basketball. If I don't go to basketball, we'll also do a brawl or comment show or something.
Yeah, I want to do a podcast for Brawl called like Brawl Breakdown.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It would make us lose subscribers, but we're not that type of channel that gives a shit. If you could bring back any dead wrestler, who would you bring back? Yeah, I mean Bam Bam Bigelow, but that's because we were close.
Yeah, Bam Bam. Actually, I would lie. At the moment, right now, I would bring back Wayne Van Dyke, who just passed away this week, or this past weekend.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about doing a show, but like so many people, like I never met him, but so many people I have met said nothing but the nicest things about him.
He was genuinely one of the nicest people in the world, and he might not have been famous. You know, he might have just been a local guy, and you know, people might say, you know, oh, of all the pro wrestlers who have died, you know, why would you bring back just a local wrestler? Well, because he was 29 years old and genuinely one of the nicest people in the world. He had potential to go so much further and do so much more, and he'll never have that opportunity now. So if I could bring back a pro wrestler, I would bring back Wayne Van Dyke.
Yeah. I've never met him, but tons of people that I've met have said nothing but the kindest things about him. So it's still kind of a sad story. So yeah, I thought about doing a video on it, but since I never met him, it felt kind of weird. You know what I mean?
And I'm not gonna lie, I was not nearly as close with Wayne as some of these people. You know what I mean?
But you booked him at least, right? He's been on your shows before.
Yeah, he started with me in ASW. He kind of got his first, you know, he got his feet wet in ASW as Insane Wayne, and basically he was like a big fanboy of Eddie Torres and Eric Cooper. That was kind of his gimmick.
Oh, that's awesome. Two awesome local guys that I can't speak highly of.
He started out as just being a guy in the crowd holding signs for the Uprising, which was Eric Cooper and Eddie Torres. And he was just kind of like that was his deal. He walked around the venue with signs and stuff like that, and then he started getting matches and stuff like that. It's funny. My niece, who at the time was probably 9 years old, she's 16 now. She used to follow Wayne around with smaller signs that just basically said "Fire Wayne."
That's awesome.
And anywhere he went with his signs for the uprising, she would stand right next to him with her "Fire Wayne" signs. It was pretty cool. So, I mean, 29 in any profession is too early to pass away. I just, the way it happened, it's pretty publicized how it happened. He had a heart attack during his match. He had a heart attack in the ambulance, and he had a heart attack in the hospital.
That's shitty.
They haven't released any information, and you know what? They don't have to release any information because no matter what, he was still a fucking great person.
Yeah.
I want to believe that he had a heart condition that he didn't know about. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to believe. And
just a shitty situation. So it's got to be rocking it.
People are immediately like, "Oh, he was on drugs," and he was on drugs.
Yeah.
If you knew Wayne,
yeah.
You know what I mean? He wasn't that type of person.
Well, hopefully, and just remember the good times. Miguel says Shane cares more about wrestling than Randy Orton. Agree. Mr. Perfect or Savage. What's your opinion of New Jack? Well, we both worked with New Jack.
Terrifying.
Really? He was always awesome to me.
No, don't get me wrong. He was awesome.
Yeah.
But still terrifying.
I don't know, man. There's nothing I can say bad about New Jack.
No, I can't say either. I'm afraid he'll find me.
I don't know, because here's the thing. I always see when I see someone like New Jack be cool to someone that he doesn't need to be cool to, that gives me props. He was really cool to the KocoSports staff.
He was super cool when I worked with him at ASW. As a matter of fact,
I've seen him beat the shit out of people, but he gave the reason why he beat the shit out of people. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
He, as a matter of fact, ASW is in one of the What Culture top 10 videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we made it, man. We made it.
That's awesome, brother.
They stole our footage and everything. Yeah, for his match that he had at ASW, the bloodbath that he had at ASW.
Nice. Yeah, Edward says he's an asshole. I'm sure he's an asshole to some people. When I meet someone, I can only do the interaction that we had. You know what I mean? And I worked with New Jack 10 to 20-ish times, and he was nothing but a gentleman to me.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny when I worked with him because he just two of the wrestlers decided they wanted to stir the pot up and make a name for themselves. So they called themselves the Real Gangsters.
It did not work out too well for them.
They called themselves that in their intro, and New Jack was in the crowd just hanging out, and New Jack wanted to cut a promo, so I said fine. And then he was like, "Well, I want you in the ring with me when I do it," and I was just like, "Oh fuck." And then he said that, basically in a nutshell, he basically agreed to fight these kids the next week for free. He's like, "I'll do it for free." And I looked at him and I kind of whispered to him. I was like, "Hey, we have you on tape saying you'll wrestle for free." And he just kind of looked at me and he said, "You motherfucker." And I kind of laughed, and you know what I mean? And then, so the agreement was he was going to work for free, and we paid for the gimmicks that he was using during the match. So he brought me a receipt from Home Depot, and we paid for the gimmicks and stuff like that. And he held good to his word. But one of the scariest moments was we're in the locker room, and he comes up and he's like, "Legend, come here." And I was just like, "Oh, okay." So I walked up to him and he's like, hey, you want to see what the finish for my match is tonight? And like, he's not one of those people you say no to. You're just like, yeah, no, of course I want to see it. And he pulls out these fucking like Wolverine claws. And he's just like, he's wearing like a glove with Wolverine claws on it.
Oh, man.
And I'm just kind of looking at him, and he's looking at me, and he was just like, I'm going to stab a motherfucker. And I was like, okay. Like, and then the team that he was working was like late, and they didn't think they were going to make it. And he got on the phone with them, he was screaming at them, talking about how all the white boys in the locker room were on time. Why can't the black people be on time? Like, he was just going off on them.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
I remember this specifically because I didn't have anybody else to work New Jack and his partner, who ended up being our friend, actually, Dimbala.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't have anybody to work them. So I was trying to think of a tag team that I had in the locker room that I could, have work the gangster or, New Jack. And my only option really was the Virus and Jude McKenzie and Pretty Fly.
Poor bastards. Poor bastards.
So this is what I'm told. I'm told that like the Virus was off in the corner, right? And they knew I was desperate for a team, and they knew I was going to ask them. And Alex Decay, Pretty Fly, and Jude basically between themselves, were arguing, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Jude was getting married 3 days after that match. And he's like, I'm not doing it. I'm getting married. Like, there's no fucking way we're doing this match. Like, if James asks us, we're not doing it. I walk up to them in the corner and I go, hey guys, could you? And before I even say, do me a favor, Pretty Fly's like, we'll do it, man. And I was and like, you could see the look on Jude's face. Like, he just turned pure white. It was just like, are you fucking kidding me? We just, for like a half an hour, just said we weren't doing this match. And before I could even ask him, Pretty Fly was like, we'll do it. Anything for you, James.
But the gangsters did show up, right?
Yeah, they finally showed up, and one of them kicked New Jack in the ear and got fucking killed.
Oh, man, that's such a...
The best part is, the one that started all this shit, the one that started, like, call us the gangsters, and we'll call out New Jack, and it'll be good for us. Like, it'll be fucking, like, the one that started it all, like, he didn't get any punishment.
That's life. That right there is life. That right there is absolute life.
And the best part was, New Jack called me the day of the show, and he's like, hey, I'm in St. Pete picking up my partner. Click. And he hangs up on me. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, who the fuck lives in St. Pete that New Jack would know? Like, I'm like running through parts in my head. I'm like, does Mustafa live in East St. Pete and I don't know about it? Like, and then it was Dimbala.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I haven't seen or talked to him in forever.
Dimbala
we used to ride up. Yeah.
Dimbala showed up and he just looked at me and I don't think he realized that I was running the show then.
Yeah.
And he was just like, motherfucker, you're in charge here? Like, he was just like and he just kind of looked at New Jack. He's like, yeah, we can do whatever we want then.
And you're like, yep. Oh, that's great. All right, let's read a couple more, dude. We can tell New Jack stories all day.
Real quick, another funny New Jack story. He was selling merch. He was selling merch at the show before he wrestled. He called me and just asked if he could show up and like hang out and sell merch. And I was like, of course, no big deal. So he's selling merch, and he's selling a 2-pack DVD with the best of New Jack matches and a shoot interview. Right? So my 9-year-old niece, for some reason, he took a liking to my sister and my niece, just probably because my sister's a white girl. Yeah. he took a liking to them for some reason. And my niece actually sat with New Jack the entire show and watched the show with New Jack at 9 years. Now, mind you, my niece at this time is 9 years old.
Yeah. Nothing wrong could happen.
So after the show, he's selling his gimmicks and stuff like that. And, of course, my niece now, after being, befriending him, she wants to buy Uncle New Jack's merchandise. Like, of course she does. So she picks the fucking interview DVD and the best of New Jack DVD. And she buys it with her own money. My sister can't stop her. It's her own money, And New Jack just looks at her and he's like, Mom, don't let her watch those. Like, don't let her watch those DVDs ever. And I'm pretty sure my niece bought those DVDs and she's never watched them. I don't think my sister even let her,
okay. Or just replace them with Care Bears?
Yeah. Like, Uncle New Jack sold you Care Bear DVDs. Isn't that cool? But, yeah.
Well, that's how I feel like with my books, because like I teach children, I work with charities and stuff, and people all the time like, hey, dude, can I read your book? Like, I don't know. Like, cause like I have friends like, oh, can I have your novel? Like the second one, I'm like, yeah, dude, here's Lucky the Orphan. Yeah, you can read that. That's like for almost any age. But then I reread it. It's not really for kids at all. But it's like, it's more, upbeat. But like all the time, like people are like, can I read your book? I'm like, you might see me differently. Like, here you go. Yeah. So, oh man. All right, let's answer 2 more questions. Is it possible that half the WWE roster are the same head problems that Daniel Bryan has? I doubt it, just because of lawsuits and the Benoit thing. LOL, Coco likes the Shockmaster. Okay, I don't know what that context is, but sure. Thoughts on Johnson and Joanna from UFC? I enjoy them both. That was the worst answer ever, so I'll probably give you a better answer in the future, but I really got to wrap this up. BrawlUSA.com, Operation Freak Show on Amazon, and KocoSports.net. Wrestling Ranted did a great video on Randy Orton. Like, it was like, oh, man, I'm going to do a video on Randy Orton. And then I watched his. I was like, oh, go listen to him. That's what I would have said. He said it a lot better than I did. So check out Wrestling Ranted. Maybe I'll put a link down the doobly-doo if I remember. Put your picks down below in the comments, and I'm hoping to do a comment show soon. So I got to really start rocking these videos again. I love doing them. But the thing is,
we always do the NXT takeover and a comment show tomorrow since takeover is so small, so short.
Do you not remember basketball? But then again, I have a broken rib. Maybe I'll skip basketball.
What are you, like a fucking Monstar now? You're like M3 from the fucking Space Jam?
Dude, I love basketball. Dude, the thing is, I'm so horrible. Like, I talk about it all the time. Like, dude, Thursday night's basketball. So, like, people assume that I'm good. That's a bad assumption. But I love basketball. Like, comment, subscribe. And with that, I am over.